Hello, everybody. I know I'm pushing it when I say better late than never. I am so sorry. I keep falling asleep. I'm working on trying to figure out when the best time on a Sunday it is to game or chat. And I chose the um, end of this month, to do a chat. Instead of doing the gaming, partly because people were asking for different games, and partly because I knew I would be very busy and struggling this week with my timing. I'm so sorry, but guild meeting is open, and I know it's not anybody's fault if they were looking for me and I wasn't there. I'm so sorry about that. But I decided to put this one right inside the Coliseum because it's different in there today than it was. Than it was before. So, ding, ding, ding. Here we go. Just lock that in. And I'll just, I've got a lot of nice view. Yeah. I'll show you the view. I love my Roman chair most of all. Okay. And here we go. So, what's new? Well, I think this morning I woke up thinking we had 214 members in our community, but there's 213. But still, that's up from the summer. And so I do know when Cyan Ratan sometimes switches his moniker to Ryan Catan and back, we'll drop, and then in a day or two later, we have them back again. So that's all right. Also new. This has been a week where everything was different for me, and also switching between doing live shows on Twitch versus doing live shows here on YouTube. And I think that, well, I have to put up when our show times are going to be. I'm going to do that tomorrow because today's schedule, well, is a little different. But from now on, as of tomorrow, once it goes up, my schedules will tell you both when I'll be on Twitch, and when it doesn't say on Twitch, we know it's right here at YouTube, where the bulk of them should be. So that's it. And this Tuesday, instead of doing the full three-part menus, which I usually do, the 3 parts are going to be how I made the Gildy cupcake. And I'm going to have to put, when I do that, I'll also put a vote into the community tab, but I'm not ready to do that just yet. I have taken pictures of the entire process of making this official signature cupcake for our community, and it's something that came out of a Tuckin' and Chill with Dr. Frederick, with Sanutan, and with Kapakachu. So, and it went really well. I have actually eaten 2 of them. Although one, like I started baking in the morning. Such a lovely day, beautiful skies with clouds whipping around in the air, and so I didn't go swim. So anyways, oh yes, and that's some of the new stuff. The other new stuff that's going to be coming out, well, I've done a series of different types of sad memes that I take seriously for our wellness. They'll be popping up. We've got more of the Magic 8 Ball coming up throughout, and I'm going to do the last. We're going to have a break from the Magic 8 Ball, but I've heard from some people it's uncanny, and even for me, I forgot which ones we'd be playing, so I still play the Magic 8 Ball too with you guys. And yeah, I'm going to agree with Simon Chen. It's usually kind of uncanny how accurate it really is to what's going on. So that's something. And I've gone back to school, and I've gone back to work, and I'm tired. I'm really tired. You're not here to hear that, but just to say, I'm gonna be massaging the. We're gonna treat my schedule with a grain of salt, like island time salt. Sea salt from the islands. Seems like how I'm doing it right now. Now our gains. We have gained in people. We have gained in types of topics we've been chatting about. We've had gains in different themes for my memes. And Also that I've been able to action a lot. I do know that sometimes I will be telling my subscribers, my guildies, why I'm not going to use their idea if it means I have to change the base of one of the two shows that were voted to keep and save. And so, however, I am thinking about how I can try to help people wanting to search the archives for the cooking shows. Maybe what I need to do, and I'm thinking about it, work on that idea, is sort the shows after they've aired live into a subcategory of playlists. So instead of just having a playlist for Riddle Me Din Din, maybe I'll break it down: Riddle Me Din Din soups, Riddle Me Din Din salads, Riddle Me Din Din sandwiches, and things like that. Anyways, but also in the gains, that I finished 2 courses since I started doing this, which are related to therapy, and I technically can be a life coach, which is why Simon Tan keeps saying, yo, coach or hey coach or go coach, because I'm going to choose the life coach side of it, and I may take more courses over time, but right now I've switched to the courses related to doing this job better, and so it's all a benefit, it's all a gain, because if I can do this job better, then we're all happier, yeah? And I'm definitely, some of the sad memes will have professional links in the comments and stuff, just because, you know, yeah, I want to do better. And thank you for all of our new subscribers. And thank you for all of the guildies that have been away for a couple of years who have come back to WoW, so that when I am gaming, we're going to see more people around, which is great. They're probably looking for me right now. Obstacles, time. I have actually been so tired that I'm passing out as soon as I get home, sometimes missing school at night. And so I just, again, have to get used to a new pattern, and it's just timing. I can't live on WoW, and I can't live on Twitch, and I can't live here in the way that some people who don't have a job are able to do. So I know I'm stretched a bit thin, and missing the start times, and I know that's unprofessional, and I know you've heard me say this before. I'm really going to try. Also, if you notice my little tablet here, these little stones, just say what we're doing. I'm trying something new. These have all featured graffiti from ancient Rome. So I lifted and removed backgrounds so that I could have them look like etchings on my marble slab here. Because I love that. And because I like to share cultural bits when I do things like the door games and things like that. So just want you to know. There's that. Other obstacles, I may be trying to do what these courses are trying to teach me, and yet sometimes I don't get the products that shows. But I went back and I reviewed all my stuff for binaural beats, which is completed. I definitely haven't had the time to produce all the scripts that are already written based on the other very important therapist script samples from the course I took, which will become things that you guys will be able to use later. Plant. I love this. Do you see the graffiti? Let me show you. Because my rigging seems to be very picky. Over here, the plant, that's graffiti from ancient Rome. I won't tell you what it's about, but I'll let you look it up. That's really what somebody graffitied. Okay, the plan. Well, I'll be experimenting over the next couple of months with scheduling things here on the YouTube side, which also tells you when I'll be on the Twitch side. I know some of you can't go with me to the Twitch side, but at least you'll know where I am, just in case, and grow our audience a little more. I will say I will continue when I can to post in Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, as well as here in YouTube, so that people know what's up and what's going on. And the plan, I'm going to continue the course that I'm on right now, which is going to help me hopefully make better stuff by the time I finish the end of the course. So I'm going to project to be, it's going to be December. But in that time, I'm going to learn about copywriting, analytics. Maybe I'll make some better product reviews, different stuff. And reading those analytics, understanding them, and using them better. I really needed that info. And every time they give me a new idea, I'm definitely going to pursue it as I'm learning. So you guys are going to see a lot of experiments. I know some of you said my stuff looks a bit rough, and it's because of the rigging. It's not working. And I really was afraid to wipe me out again, but, you know, I'm going to do whatever I can. Oh, make myself more size, because I want this to be not too awful. So I have really long legs here. I don't know. I did ask my artist to make them more like mine, but that's the one thing that bothers me. Then I definitely don't have that long legs. However, I went through school wearing platforms, so and boots. So that's what I consider these to be. That's why I look so tall. But it's in a pretty good illusion. I feel good. And the plan, I'm going to continue to apply things that I'm learning online. And, I've been successful in diversifying the show stuff, but also in diversifying, let me see what I'm learning to do. So, like, I went back to binaural beats, the chill hop that I started before I started VTubing with an avatar. I've gone back to reviewing that course material as well because I didn't complete that, and I'm going back to complete that so that maybe the background music, and I'm sorry that sometimes I've chanted, but I learned through the binaural beats when I reviewed the notes from that how to add an echo, which makes me feel more comfortable when I'm actually singing to you with my own voice. So that's me with an echo, yay! And it wasn't bad, as some people really enjoyed it. The chanting in the desert, that's all me. And so if I can now do my own chill hop beats, that's great. And if not, I found the place chillhop.com that has conditions, but in the way that I credit their work, I can use anything they put on my dashboard. They don't put it on my dashboard, and I'm just viewing to listen for my own listening pleasure. There are things I can't use, so I'm abiding by those rules. Because I know at this point we've heard a lot of what's on Mixkit. And so instead of renewing, I'm glad that I found it. And I've gone also back to looking at public domain artwork for the backgrounds and stuff like that. And moving memes in. Maybe I should do that here because I know it's driving me nuts not seeing me rig. Should I do that right now? I'm going to do more of that to keep things illustrated whenever I can. Alright. Sneak peek. Okay, look. That's real graffiti art. Come on over here. That's real graffiti art from Ancient Realm. Oh, I love it. This is what people were writing about. This guy lost his shield. He's in big trouble. And that would have happened right here. In this place that they, look over here. They used to flood that. They put a floor in and flood it. Show sea battles too. This was TV for the ages. Yes. And I'm loving it. Alright. Sneak peek. I don't have one. It's just me. Because I fell asleep, I have all these pictures of the new cupcake that I made, and it's not downloaded yet. I'm going to do that when I'm awake and alive tomorrow. There's always another day. So just to say, I decided to take those pictures and turn that into the background that moves and rotates so you can see the whole baking process of our signature cupcake. And I'm also going to make a poll for people to choose the name of it, as I don't know, our official signature Guilty Cupcake, Community Cupcake, Venus Callida's Cupcake, I don't know. You guys are going to tell me. If you have thoughts, add them in the comments now, and I'm going to make a poll tomorrow. Open forum, usually. If somebody's here, this is when, and this sun is a graffiti from Ancient Rome. I love it. Okay. So in this open forum, pretty much, nobody's here was me. Probably and most likely I'm going to take the blame because, well, I fell asleep. And I said I'd be back at 10, and still I fell asleep. I'm having a seat. I'm trying to have a seat on my throne here. I don't know. It should be a little littler. Here we go. I'm sitting on that chair now. And Beautiful ancient Roman table, vases, plants, everything. It just looks amazing in here. It was such a sunny day with sun clouds going by. I hope you guys had a great sunny day too. So since no one's here, then I'm not going to do any gaming because usually at this point, this is when I usually ask whoever's live online, what do you want to see me game? Do we want to do gaming? Do we want to just chat? So today, all my fault. I own it. Open forum is closed. Meeting adjourned. Oh my goodness. Let me get out of my chair. Okay. I'm so sorry that going on island time today. And these hearts were carved. That is real graffiti from ancient Rome to a people that loved each other. And there they are commemorated in all time. Yeah, I'm loving it. So, it is my fault. Yes, I know. It is my fault. I'll come closer. Sorry about that. Well, meeting's adjourned. This is just a quickie show today. That's okay. It's just an update on how we're doing. And things to know. I've got over 2,500 shows between the live, the memes, and the shorts and the videos. Wow. Thank you, everybody who've been watching my stuff. And also who've been watching my stuff across different platforms. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and here. Thank you for following me. The ones on Facebook, thank you for following me. I don't know if anyone's seeing me on Reddit at all. But I did have a hard time trying to figure out how to post things. And then things changed and I had to learn a new thing. So, this is the longest meeting adjourned ever. I feel bad that it's such a short, whippy episode after making you wait for so long. But, you know, it is what it is. And I'm just glad I was here to make it. We have those days where all we can do is just hang on. And so, at least I made it, right? And if you guys have a chance and you're enjoying the stuff that I do, it really means a lot to me. And even if I don't use your ideas, sometimes there are others that if I can implement it right away, I definitely will when I can. And if I can, I'll tell you why. But we'll work on it because just because an idea doesn't work right now doesn't mean at some point in the future it won't happen. Oh, finally, request to add new types of games to the Gamer Nights. And we'll do. We're going to head into Overwatch tomorrow night. So there'll be a surprise episode. I don't know if I'll do it on Twitch or here, but I can leave a message here if I need to. Because there's some kind of crossover event that ends on the 30th by midnight. So we're going to go in there and see if we can get some prizes for WoW. Way to go, Blizzard Games. We love you. Don't love the drama and the news that happened in the past year, but behave, you people, because the games you make are awesome, and we love playing them. All right, everybody. So sorry that this isn't better rigging, but at least my mouth closes some of the time. Right, Cyan? I think you saying it's funny and weird that my mouth hangs open, but at least I've been able to close it here, giving you some movement. All right, everyone. Get in nice and close. I'll get in nice and close. Trying to do this. Oh. My ability to make myself grow has ended. So, I want to thank everyone who's been supporting me and helping me grow my community and spreading the word and following me on the different platforms. You guys have made this great, and I'm so excited. We have a signature cupcake. Stay tuned on Tuesday night. And it's going to maybe be a canned episode this Tuesday, but that's okay because I want to show you the signature cupcake. By the time I show you this show, I'll have probably eaten 4 of them. So yeah, that's gonna happen. Anyways, this is Venus Callida. Our meeting is adjourned. I'll whip right through this time. No sneak peeks, just telling you what's new. The cupcake, you're gonna see it Tuesday night. Our official signature Gildy cupcake. Oh my goodness, one person just logged in right when I was going to log out. Please tell me who you are if you're not able to talk. I am going offline. I'm sorry to make you wait. So if you're there and you can talk, please say hi right now. Because I just signed off. And you popped in. So tell me who you are. Tell me who you are. Is this Cup Kaiju? Is this Siren 10? Is this Dark Alice? or Bonet or Tishy Adams. There are some that I know watch me that are not able to talk because they don't have a YouTube channel of their own, but they can watch. And when you don't have a YouTube channel, it just doesn't let you chat. So it's Copper. Hi, Copper. It's okay, Copper. We can chat for a couple of minutes. Let me go back. Let me see here. Open forum. Open forum is open. So chat away. Tell me what you want to talk about. Do you have any questions for me? Or would you like to hear some new facts from this book of Now You Know? And I want to tell you, I made the cupcakes. The cupcakes are real. I took pictures of the whole process of making our signature cupcakes that you were a part of in that night in Tuckin' and Chill with Dr. Freddie and Simon Tan. I've made them. They're blue. They've got silver pearls on them. They've got fresh blueberries on them. They have got little silver stars on them, which, by the way, I've learned that if they're in on your cupcake, chew slow so you don't break a tooth. But I like to make it look like the blueberries were the cash and the little stars and balls were like the treasures coming out of the cash. That's okay. I'm actually going to make the episode and run not a live episode on Tuesday because I need a bit of a break. I'm a bit tired this week, but I'm going to do one Tuesday every week. I always made it I only did 3 live shows in one pre-recorded video. So this coming Tuesday or Monday, whichever I say, I'm going to be posting the new schedule tomorrow. And the cupcakes. The inside blue from the fresh blueberries that I made the blueberry jam to be the filling inside this cupcake was amazing jam. I have a whole bowl of jam now for my toast. It worked out really well how I baked it inside of the batter. It worked out really well. And I used blueberry infused applesauce, so like the dark colored applesauce, the dark blue, and I put 1 cup of it inside the batter. It didn't make the batter blue, which I thought it would, but it changed it from a white cake into looking like it's a bran. But it's not bran, and it doesn't taste like bran at all. It kept everything moist. It worked really well instead of using vegetable oil because I didn't want to put oil in it. I'm so proud that this worked, and it made an interesting color, very homey. And then the color of the icing, which I did with I cheated. I used a food coloring, and it stained my fingernails. My long, beautiful fingernails are this like sky blue. So it looks like I did some kind of French manicure with blue on my pointy finger and my thumbs up thumb. But the color of the icing turned out so beautiful, like my hair, just like we imagined. And I put them in silver papers so it looks like my leg plates. So the blue of my hair and the silver of my boots made it into the cupcake. I feel pretty good about it. Oh, actually, okay, so I didn't use all the sugar that the homemade recipe used. I just did one little 15 milliliter, like, teaspoony thing, you know, those measuring spoons of a little bit of powdered sugar in the jam. But mostly because I put lemon juice in the jam and water in the jam. And then I put 1 spoon of flour instead of cornstarch or sugar. So the jam is mainly the blueberries. The flavor you get is from the blueberries and the lemon juice. So very little, I used very little sugar. And fresh strawberries. And I made the jam with frozen strawberries. That's the best way to do it. So only the fresh ones were on top. But the blueberries, it's only whatever's in the blueberries, really. Yeah. So I feel pretty good about having controlled how much sugar went in it. And so it should be pretty safe. Also, for those of you who have to watch for sodium, so my cheat, I gave you the recipe for the homemade buttercream icing, but you'll see in the pictures, I went to Betty Crocker. I'll admit it. The video admits it, that I used Betty Crocker, but I looked for one that had only 2% sodium, and it's very hard to find any food stuff that's under 5%, which is the goal for for someone with high blood pressure, you want as little sodium as possible. So it was even sodium friendly, like very minimal sugar or salt. And otherwise, the applesauce and the blueberry applesauce and the blueberries themselves and the lemon juice were real foods, real food stuff. So I feel very good. I love our recipes. I also love my cheats. But you'll see. I took pictures and I admitted somewhere in the video in the scripting that I cheated and I know it. But I forgive myself because sometimes we're just tired and we just want a treat without falling asleep in the middle of baking. And I couldn't believe it actually baked. What I did was I undercut, so I say like it says like 12 to 15 minutes baking, so I did 13 minutes. It didn't pass the toothpick test. So what I did was I turned off the oven and I let it in for 5 more minutes. With the oven off, the heat's still in there, so I'm not wasting the heat. And then I checked it again and it still needed just a little more time. So, but by then the oven heat had gone down. So I just closed it back in there for 10 minutes and let the oven heat dissipate, finishing cooking what was still a little bit undercooked without burning or scorching anything. It was perfect. No, Copper. And Copper, I want to ask, are you Hero Flame in a new name? Are you Hero Flame or are you really Copper Kaiju? Were you ever here with me in this community as Hero? Because Hero disappeared and you showed up. That's the reason I'm asking. I'm just curious. I'm not mad. I'm just curious if it might be you. Because they used to ask things like that. I'm here because I want to be here. I'm just very sorry and I am apologetic that I freaking fell asleep. You know what's happening is I'm awake and I've set up my avatar. I've set up Streamlabs. I've set up the Google Slides that I need to run the shows. And with 15 minutes or 10 minutes to go, I involuntarily pass out. And then when I wake up, dang, I've missed it. And I know Aguila Felina was telling me on the schedules for shows on the Twitch side, just say the day you'll be there and not necessarily a time, but it does force you to pick times. So just bear with me. If we'll just call it fashionably late. We'll just say I was polishing my boots. I want to not say I'm doing my hair, but it just means that either in the past with my older computer, it meant I was having computer issues, but it really is that I'm kind of exhausted. But now I'm awake. Like, I woke up and I came online as soon as I could. You changed your name a lot. So, were you ever Hero Flame or you were something else altogether different? I'm just curious because you asked a question that sounds like them. That's all. I never know because none of us are face to face. But I am so appreciative that you're here because interacting with you, we've invented so many things. And come up with door games and now signature cupcake. So now the question would be, I'm going to give this to you. I'm going to ask you. Do we go for a signature hot drink or cold drink? Do we go for a signature sandwich? Do we go for a signature soup? Do we go for a signature burger? I don't know. Because some people that are in here are, I think, vegan or vegetarian. I'm not sure which one. I think it's vegan. I know one is a pescatarian. And I know people don't drink alcohol necessarily, and we've all got different health stuff to be mindful of our health. Alcohol is not the way to go, but I mean, it doesn't have to be an alcoholic drink, just a drink, signature drink, and have everybody like vote or give ideas again on the next Tuck It In show. So, I don't know, what are your thoughts? We have a cupcake. What would be the next thing you would rather? To eat or drink with or before the cupcake? Yay! Well, you know I do have fun picturing the avatar for you. I liked it because of the coppery colored hair on the character. And I just like the green eyes to stand out. I don't know why I picked green eyes, but I'm guessing your eyes are more like mine from what you've told me of your background. And also, I'm looking for ideas for the next door game. Should it be a crime? Should it be a dating game? I don't even know. Okay, sandwich it is. Sandwich it is. I think it's fun to pick signature stuff because then my cooking shows are stuff for us. And then maybe one day we can all just agree that's the day we're going to actually try to make this stuff. So, I'm all for it. Also, I went to a fair recently and I ordered something called the Tijuana tuna sandwich. There was no tuna in it. They chopped up avocado and apples and called that Tijuana tuna. Is that a thing? Because I was kind of disappointed that there was no meat in my sandwich. Although I know avocado is good for us and apples are good for us. It was a little bit different. And you know I put apples in lots of stuff, but it was different. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to put an all call out by the end of the week about coming up with now a signature sandwich. I think that's fun. Also, so this week on Riddle Me Din Din, we're going to do our guilty cupcake. But after that, I still think I have Hello Kitty menu recipes. I have adulty recipes that will involve soups. Oh, and I don't know if you noticed, but some soup recipes came out this week. There were 3 of them. As of today, I think all 3 came out. Oh no, wait, tomorrow there will be one. And they all have soup. Never heard of it? Okay, yeah, I never heard of it. That's why I ordered it. I'm thinking, well, I've come out to this place. I should try things I've never had before. Also, a happy thought. So I know you weren't with me when I first launched the avatar, but when I first launched the avatar, people were following me on a weight loss journey to shore up my health. And I want to say, since I started VTubing, the biggest concern I had was how much I'd be sitting in front of a computer. And I just want to give an update. I always made the promise that I'd be drinking water while I sit. And I usually have like a carafe of a liter of water and ice cubes. And that's why I'm always cheering and toasting to health. I've been very bad since I came back from New York and I've chugged a few pops since then. However, I got that under control and I've been making my own homemade iced tea, my own homemade lemonades, and my own waters with the mint in it. Today I'm having the last jug of my homemade iced tea. So you make tea and you cool it off and you throw it on ice cubes, and I might add some stevia or honey to it or the mint leaves, depending on what flavor it is. So this is just a lemonade iced tea. It's a black leaf, so it's like the Lady Grey. And anyways, but then I diluted it more than, because I don't like lemon so strong that it seems like it's a citronella candle or like lemon pledge in my mouth. So, but this is a light one, and I'm gonna drink it because I drank my water bottles. I need to save some for tomorrow. Here's my giant jug, if you can hear that. So I'm gonna drink to your health and mine because since I started VTubing, I have lost and kept off 54 pounds. And I know that sounds like a lot. And I still have the figure for cosplaying my character, just to say I've always had a figure, but it was weight gained from life circumstances, health issues, and during COVID, not being able to get to a doctor until it became a thing that needed a surgeon. And so I'm really happy to be able to say, I'm floating around struggling with, it goes up and down 5 pounds a week. But when I was a kid, I could go up and down anywhere from 15 to 20 pounds in a week, depending on how many sports I played and how much water I drank or food I ate, very easily. Like how Rihanna, from the singer Rihanna, said she always has like a million clothes because she never knows what size she'll be from week to week. That's like me. I'm like that. So I want to say that my promise to myself and to my viewers going through a weight loss journey with me, because some of them out there are, shout out Bunny, Tishy Adams, Dark Alice, they're all in those kind of health change journeys with me. And some of those episodes on Riddle Me Din Din are for them as well, because I know more about their needs. And so if you have needs let me know what they are, because then I can pick recipes more for mindfulness of that for you as well. And for me, I'm going to say to your health and mind, and congratulations to me and everybody out there who's been losing weight this year by making better choices and adding more water to our diet. That was the first step I ever did. Just put ice cubes in everything, whether it was milk, water, anything, juice. I would have whatever I bought from Starbucks. I wasn't going to take away Starbucks because I loved it too much. It was too much of a pattern. So I would just drink half and put the other half over ice cubes when I got home and had it later. And you get the flavor without bombarding your internal organs. And so yeah. Yeah, it is a fluctuation that I've lived with my whole life. So, and I've stopped the compulsion to weigh myself every day and punish myself for being hungry. Sometimes I just need to binge, and that's what I'm doing with you guys on Tucking and Chills. But I will say that I have kept off all of that weight, and that's a lot of weight. I want to tell you guys out there, you know how much I talk about going swimming, which I still do on the weekends usually, and it has been a struggle during the week with school and work, but that I have been able to sustain the adding of water to my diet, picking better choices or making stuff for myself at home makes me feel really good. And to tell you, you can do it. I was very scared I wasn't going to be able to do it, and more scared that if I added sitting in front of the computer for live shows, that I would be making myself even bigger, and it didn't happen. So I want to just say, whenever I'm telling you guys I'm drinking this water, when I sit here with you, I'll go through the whole liter. Sometimes I run out. Sometimes I chew the ice cubes, which I did learn breaks a tooth, so be careful with that. That it works. It can happen. I've done it while being here with you guys. So I'm very, very proud of all of that, and that I'm creating a possible future side business with all the courses I'm taking. So I just want to say, if you've been out there with me and we've been doing this together, keep telling me what your needs are, as far as things that I can feature on these cooking shows. Oh, I only swim in pools because the movie Jaws traumatized me as a child. I was taken to a movie in grade 1, and I'm not sure if they knew what it was really going to be about. And my female friends, who I grew up with and through high school, would make me sit in between them to watch horror stories, horror movies by that Stephen King guy, so that they could dig their nails into between my wrists and my elbows. But I had to watch and tell them what was happening. It started in grade 1 with Jaws, where my best friend at the time hid her face behind my shoulder and told me I had to watch to tell her what was happening. And I could never, even to this day, go to a bathroom in a new building and not look in to make sure there's no snakes, piranhas, or jaws waiting there to come out of a pipe and get me. It ruined bathtubs, it ruined the beach. Oh, and now that I watch Shark Week, which I can't look away, to know that they've been right there all along and they might have eaten you if they wanted to, those little threshers coming in. 3 feet of water's all they need. Well, I stick to the swimming pools. But that's why I love this swimming pool that's outdoors, even in the wintertime, so that I can be in the pool. But I did need, for the sake of my skin, actually, to take a break from the pool. It's been burning all week, and this week, as of today, I've been drinking water the whole day, ice water. I just kept chugging it. I don't even know how much I drank, at least a good liter, and I'm on my 2nd liter now. But of just water, just plain, beautiful, clean water, drinkable water, which I don't take for granted ever, if you know my history with water. And so my skin's not burning. So in one day I was able to turn that around. Very, very happy about that. What? No, I'll never get a cramp and go down. Let me tell you, I have a Baywatch body. I am built like Pamela Anderson. My sister would confirm this for you. And that is why my avatar looks the way it does, because that's based on photos of me in a bikini that I gave to my artist. I have that figure. But it doesn't show you the side view, how thick I am. But that is my figure. And I have those pants. and have like, well, they're racer gloves, not that high up, but and I do have a corset. So yeah. Um, I swim in winter outdoors because I found a place that they keep it heated year round. I actually discovered it during COVID, and because they're outdoors in the fresh air, they were allowed to stay open during COVID where everything else was shut down. And I was desperate because after the second year of COVID, being a shut in and doing school online, I was gaining the weight I didn't want to gain. And so I was desperate for a place to move because they took away sports. I used to swim 3 to 4 hours a day. I kid you not, that's what I did. And then all of a sudden, I couldn't play any sports at all, and all the arenas were closed, and that meant the swimming pools were closed. And then my body said, hello, you're not running anymore, you're not sprinting anymore, you're not moving anymore, you're sitting all day. Hello, all of Mother Nature's things that they do to women's bodies, thighs that I never had, and things that I thought I hoped I didn't inherit from the family, I got. And you know, um, I think women who have been in the Olympics, once they stop, all of a sudden, if you were a runner, for example, you get thighs, and you lose your six pack. And once you do, even though you try to get this stuff back, it doesn't come in. It doesn't leave a woman easily once you're over the age of 18. So, but the swimming pool was open. I started going, and that's where my weight loss journey started. Secondary to adding more water to my diet, ice cubes, ice chips, blenders. I've actually killed one blender because of the ice cubes sometimes were a little too strong. But I still have another blender. So I'm into making my fruit smoothies while I go to work every day from the stuff I got from the farm, including the blueberries. So I have some bananas waiting for me next. Yay! So yeah, so 52 to 54 pounds, depending on the day. I've kept it off, and since I started VTubing. So please believe me when I say, if you can do nothing else, add ice or water to your diet. If you can't give up your drinks, put ice in everything, because that is water. And yes, it means your drink is more diluted by the end, but it's not going to hurt you. You still got your flavor. You still got the scent of it. Don't be a baby. Have some water. It really has saved my life, and I can say, since I've been VTubing, where I was afraid to sit for periods of time, not even just over this show, but some of these little memes take me a long time to put together because I'm setting up the backgrounds and populating the pictures or extracting video sound effects or looking for public domain stuff I can use or credit. So there's a lot that goes into making these that takes time. And again, I'm going to apologize to my other viewers out there right now that my rigging decided not to work again today. So yeah, but here's my little world. I decided to bring us out of the ruins and bring us above ground today instead of sitting us in my war room for this little meeting. Okay, I've said a lot, but yes, so I'm out there in the winter when the snow is falling, watching the people skiing, thinking, I used to do that, but that's how I busted my knee. So now I'm toasty warm, eating snowflakes, catching them in my eyelashes, feeling oh so pretty in the middle of winter, eyeing all the people walking by who come from other countries that are hot, who are afraid to take off their sweater in the air. And the only thing that hurts is when you've got to get out to find your flip-flops and go back into the shower room. Hee. And then I don't regret it for an instant. Why? Why not? Why not? It's one of the few times swimming that I can not have to sit with my legs pinned together and I'm still a lady. The frog kick is my favorite. It gives me some freedom to stretch in every direction. I love the water for that. Yeah. Even in the winter, I'm outside swimming and I love it. Okay. We did have 2 other viewers here. One other person is still out there. If you could please say hi before I go offline today. I do apologize for being late. I did fall asleep 15 minutes before showtime. Everything's set up on my monitors. And I conked out. And I don't know. It's disturbing me that I can fall asleep in a seated position and not fall over. But my neck, there's no guarantee which way my skull is going. That's the only part that scares me because sometimes it doesn't feel so good. You miss swimming? Can you swim? Like, do you have a place where you can go to swim? Because I've seen places where now they have these chairs that lower you down if you have to be in a wheelchair or you use a walker that helps you get in and helps you get out. Um, and I love those. I think those are great. See if you can find a place with that if you need that help. Because what I noticed too is the older people, like the senior citizens I see swimming, Sleeping Stream when? The next Tucking In show. I'll put up the new schedule tomorrow when I've got more time because I know I can feel it. I'm going to fall asleep right after I log out. But our cupcake lives and you're going to all meet it on Tuesday. I'm so excited about that. And I'm going to chug some more. So drinking to your health and mind. Chin Chin, please drink some water. Also, I'm short enough that in some bathtubs I can float in them. I just did a super chug. Maybe I shouldn't have. They say to sip it, but I'm feeling so thirsty. I just want some more. Oh, shake it now. I still have 2/3 of this liter of homemade iced tea. That's good. It tastes good. Ooh, thank you. And chin chin to everybody having a drink. Okay, second viewer out there, if you're able to say hi, please let me know who you are so I can address you with your name. And if you can't, I will pop in very briefly to Facebook after I go offline. For anyone who wants to find me on Facebook, I use the same name, Venus Callida. I treat Callida as the last name, putting a space in between Venus and Callida. And I'll check in case it happens to be Dark Alice because she's in there with me. And a big welcome back to Tuca Alucard out there for coming back to WoW so that he's out there playing with me back in my guild, repopulating my guild, which I really appreciate. Usually I told everybody I'd be on Sunday nights and Wednesday nights for sure and Saturday nights, but I was just too tired. That's just what happens. But anyways, tomorrow I may or may not. I don't remember if I scheduled because I know that I will be switching Tuesday night Riddle Me Din Din to Monday night Riddle Me Din Dins. Although I think maybe that's a mistake. But I think I was doing it because of my online course that I need to take and to free myself up in case someone wants to go to a movie. But maybe I need to keep it where it is. We're going to try it new this month. And so maybe you're meeting my cupcake tomorrow. And I'll try very hard not to be late. I promise. Because I'm not going to let myself even take a nap because that's when things go wrong. Okay, everybody. So now we're switching to my final slide. Also to tell you, in case you guys weren't here to know, take a look at this. See these little tablets, my little marble tablets? All of the pictures in my tablets today are real graffiti found in Rome, ancient Roman graffiti. So like when they were running around wearing togas, hailing Caesar, this was things that people were drawing. This was their real artwork. Yes, okay, wait, you're rushing me. Okay, and somebody's out there, lovers were really drawing that they loved each other. That's real Roman stuff. So if you review the beginning of my video today, take a look at this marble tablets because I like to throw real culture at you guys whenever I can because I think it's so interesting. Have a look at all the tablets. If all you do is like rush through and pan through, every picture was a real Roman graffiti from someone who lived in the toga era. Dun 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 dun. Don't say sorry. Never say sorry to me. There's nothing ever wrong with anything we do and say. It's a free-for-all. All right, everyone. So ends this month's meeting. I'm not going to do more than one at the end of every month now. And I won't do one at all if nothing's changed. So if it's status quo, we'll leave it. But I do suspect we've got a very creative group here that puts their heads together with me on Tucking and Chills. We're going to come up with new stuff. And the next thing, dear viewers out there, we're going to figure out, now that we have a signature cupcake, we need a signature sandwich to eat first before our dessert cupcake. The cupcake is featuring vanilla and blueberry flavors. So consider that when you consider our sandwich. All right. Copper Kaiju, thank you for showing up and talking to me. I appreciate it. I'm so glad I see that you logged in just as my hand hovered over that button to log out, because I always feel happier when I've gotten to talk to someone real out there. So thank you so much. Thank you, other viewers. There were 2 other viewers who popped in. One is still here. I'm suspecting maybe it's Dark Alice because, and I'm going to check in. I'm going to pop in quickly to Facebook to see if you're there, just in case it's you. And then I'm going to wish you all good night. Sweet dreams, everybody. Thank you for being out here with me. I hope you enjoyed our little scene. And I will see you all next time. Maybe as early as Monday, if not Monday, Tuesday, for Riddle Me Din Din, the cupcake, our Guilty Cupcake edition. It's our famous, official signature cupcake. All right, everyone. That is the longest goodbye I've ever made. Goodbye. I'm really going to hang up now. This is Venus Callida signing off, adjourning another guild meeting. Thank you so much. And I will see you next time. Good night.